Hello, I'm TheXToyCat and welcome back to Seed Sunday. Seed Sunday is a weekly series I run on my channel where I show you seeds for Minecraft console which are particularly interesting and worth checking out in some way. And this week's seed is going to be a little bit different to the ones I usually do on this channel. Usually every seed I do is just here's some survival stuff you can do, here's some different stuff, here's that. You know, it's always survival based, but today I figured rather than just making a general survival based seed, I would show you one of the amazing seeds I found while looking for a mega mesa that is really bizarre because it kind of splits into four almost exactly equal sections of the map. There's north, there's east, there's south, there's west, and they're all roughly equal by landmass, and they've all got, you know, their own advantages and disadvantages, and I thought this would be a really cool minigame slash UHC seed. So today I'll be talking about why this makes such a great seed for those things, and maybe like encouraging you to make your own minigame, or just play some UHC with friends in a really bizarre way. So yeah, hopefully you do all enjoy this video. If you do like it, like the video and let me know because it helps out the channel a lot, and let's know you do like Seed Sunday. But with that said, let's get straight into it. So the most important parts of Seed Sunday is the seed itself. I believe it is Takyoti, Y, and then like 75. That's ToyCat backwards, then a Y, and then 75. Again, what I was looking for is a seed with a giant mesa, because I'm pretty sure there's like a limit on how big mesas can be on console, because this is the biggest mesa I found across, you know, like over 175 seeds or something like that. And yeah, this is the biggest one I could find on console, and even then, it's not actually that big because it's separated into lots of bits. So yeah, just kind of an interesting little fact. I'll go more into that later, but for now, let's talk about the actual spawn area. So yeah, if you type in Takyoti 75, you will spawn just over here in a location I really like because you get, you know, a view of so many different places. You start in a plains, or it might be a flower plains, but you start in a plains, you can see a mesa just in the distance over there, you can see a roof forest literally over there, you can see a swamp over there, you can see a birch forest, you can see a mega spruce time. It's just a really cool mixture of biomes. So yeah, this is a great kind of spawn for a bunch of different reasons. Also, lava pit, which is amazing for other reasons. This is like the ideal spawn for a place, but the thing I really like about the layout is something I realized as I went around it, because I noticed how the map kind of split into four very distinct parts. So yeah, this part is great because it's a mixture of pretty much all the biomes, but not too much of them, and not too many, you know, like other kind of things. You know, it's you know, it's like I said, it's a mixture of all the different types of tree biomes, but then beyond that, not too much. But then if you go to the north, you end up in the mesa biome, and although this is probably the hardest biome to survive in, I think it's one of the coolest biomes, and it's one which probably offers the most protection from, like, you know, if you want to, like, you know, see people from a distance, you can kind of use this to your advantage. The terrain works in your favor that way. Again, it's definitely not as big a handicap as, you know, having a lava pit or having you know, all the trees, but the fact that if you are here, you know, you can use the mountains as, like, I guess, guerrilla warfare. You can do some cool stuff with that. Again, there was just part of me that was like inspired by that, like, okay, so different, not equal, but entirely different. And then when I went to the north, the thing got, you know, inspired even more, because I noticed that as we went further to the north, again, this section of the map is entirely different, and I was like, okay, then every, you know, every quadrant of this map is entirely different. That has to work in some favor, because again, if you look up here, it's all desert and savanna with a village, so the village you could trade for. You get some stuff from your village, but it's not actually amazing. I believe it's like some obsidian, like, you know, stuff that's cool for survival. Okay, you get iron sword and some iron, actually. That's pretty good stuff, but you know, it's not enough to actually tip a game in your favor. Every kind of side has its own advantages and disadvantages, and I feel like there's gotta be, even though, you know, they're not balanced by any means, like, you know, I feel like, you know, having 7 iron is a really strong advantage versus, you know, having mountains, or in the case of this one over here, having, you know, just the ability to trade combined with mountains, combined with stuff. But I think together, when you take them all separately, you get just this really distinct map that's, you know, not many Minecraft console maps split this way. Most Minecraft console maps are just one big blur of, like, different biomes with maybe an ocean in the middle, you know, sorry, an ocean found somewhere around on the edges. But in this particular case, as you can see, every side of the map has a different identity. This village is massively different to the other village. It only has one village for a start, which is kind of funny. But yeah, every village, okay, it's going to tell me about trading. But yeah, every village is just distinctly different. Sorry, every corner is just distinctly different in a way that really sets up the game to be, you know, a cool kind of like class warfare. So yeah, what am I suggesting with this seed? I think it's a great seed. I think it's a good seed if you want to kind of start up a regular survival. I think it's got lots of stuff going for it. The fact that it is 4 distinct parts separated by one ocean in the middle means that if you want to just have, like, you know, a big boat section in the middle so you can get around really fast, I think that would be cool. But I think the real place where this map shines is as either like a 4-player survival, or 8 players if you want to do it, where you all kind of have your own, I guess, distinct part where you can trade resources. I think it would really work in some form of minigame where you turn it into, like, oh yeah, try and use your resources to your advantage. Or I think it would work if you just want to set up like a UHC, you know, versus game where everyone has their own advantages and disadvantages. Again, everyone's going to want to have the south because it feels like it's better, but maybe the north's better because you get 7 iron. Maybe the west is better. Maybe the mesa's better just because you get to build with all the, you know, cool blocks, and because you have a different thing. Again, I think there's advantages and disadvantages in every single side, and I think it's an amazing seed if you want to try that sort of stuff out. So, yeah, I'd love to, again, this is a different type of Seed Sunday. It's mainly just focused on kind of selling you on this idea, because when you look around each of these biomes, it's also amazing. And the mesa by itself, by the way, you know, like I said, this was the major thing I was looking for, is really cool, because it does, you know, it's land-based, but it makes a really windy pathway, so, you know, if you don't want to let people through water, you could do something cool there. You know, as well as that, it also, you know, kind of spreads over here to make the tiniest mesas I've ever seen. Look at this mesa over here, it's just a tiny little mound of it. I don't know, I think this is, you know, really cool for a lot of reasons, and even though the mesa biome is kind of underpowered in any minigame, I think it is the coolest looking biome, so if you're playing survival, it's great, and if you just want to have a fun experience, this is the one you want to be in, and yeah, I'd love to see what you guys are going to do with it. Let me know in the comments down below what you want to do with the seed. Otherwise, like the video if you did like it, share if you liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. Let me know what you think of this kind of like quick Seed Sunday about one particular idea for a seed, because I think that's what seeds are all about. Like, honestly, most of you already have seeds for your survival worlds, so it's all about providing different seeds, and this is a great seed for multiplayer, I think anyway, and I'd love to hear if any of you do agree, or if you all think, you know, if I need a multiplayer seed, I'll just, I don't know, type in one random. Again, words and comments are the best way to let me know. Other than that, thank you all very much for watching this video. Hopefully you are inspired in some way, because I want to turn this into something. I just don't really have, like, you know, 4 players to set something up with, and hopefully maybe one of you has the same thing. So, yeah, thank you all very much for watching this Seed Sunday, because I'll see you all in the next one. Oh, by the way, the lava at spawn will burn down, like, quite a lot of the forest, so do keep that in mind. Yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and goodbye.